What's up, everybody? This is Yannis Pappas. You are now watching the Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
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 Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Woo! Yeah. My grandparents, had a diner.
Very Greek.
Very
Greek.
Very on brand.
Yeah. Are we rolling?
Bro, I just learned that diners are Greeks things. I didn't know that. Is that
Where
like,
have you been?
Is that embarrassing?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I
Where are you from?
thought it was like a Jewish thing.
That's like saying Italians,
Yeah.
pizzeria is not.
Yeah, but how did that become a thing?
That's like saying I didn't know Chinese food was Chinese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how did that become a thing though?
I don't know, but it was my grandfather's generation. I don't know. They just kind of, I think they started as waiters. My grandfather started as like a busboy waiter, saved his money, and then they figured it out. And then, are we rolling?
Yeah.
My theory is they did the 24-hour diner because they figured out it was a great way to stay away from the wife. So they were like, yeah, let's
Probably.
go 24 hours. Like, I'm always at work. I'd rather be here than see her. So they
Imagine
figured
that.
it out. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah. Because they figured it out. Diners are the best.
Yeah. A good diner, you could tell what a good diner from a bad diner is all about the souvlaki, like the nice
About the
job.
souvlaki, and it's basically about the quality of Mexicans you got in the kitchen, like everything else nowadays.
Like everything else.
And if you got the guys with the tuxedos still, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, like as a waiter, as you're saying.
Yeah. And for a while there was no Greek waiters, but then their economy crashed, and then they were all back. And it was just like it went from your waiter was, Javier back to Stavros, and he had it fucking smelled like cigarettes, and they were back. Yeah, the tuxedos is a nice touch. There's not many places to do the tuxedos anymore.
It's classy, but that's
Yeah.
probably $20 for chicken tenders,
And that's how I used to do Italian restaurants because I grew up in Brooklyn. So all the Italian
Bay Ridge, right?
Park Slope. So there was a restaurant, Two Toms down there. There was what was the other one that we used to go to? But they all used to have vests on, tuxedos.
That's class.
Yeah, it's class.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like
but
that.
at 3 in the
Now
morning.
you can't even
Yeah.
get guys to all wear black shirts.
Yeah, Monty's was another one, and all the waiters they had
Monty's
ties.
Diner, you're saying?
No, it was Monty's Italian restaurant. It's in like Carroll Gardens, below Carroll Gardens, between Carroll Gardens and Park Slope. It's still there, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, good food.
Yeah. So,
They're all done.
Greeks and Italians,
Yeah,
una faccia una razza. Like, as soon as you see a Greek person, that's the first thing we say.
yeah. Well, my DNA, I'm actually 26% Italian.
Greek? Oh, I was going to say
I did my
26%
DNA,
Greek.
but also 36% Turkish. So there's little rape genes.
Interesting,
Little
interesting.
Little boat genes, yeah. A little bit of everything.
History, though.
Yeah, history, right?
History,
you look at your genes and you just see,
How many times you were conquered?
how many times. Where's the rape gene? Everyone's got a rape gene somewhere.
That's
That's
true.
mine. Yeah,
I'm so disappointed I don't have a rape gene.
I know my Italian gene is
1%.
a fucking make love gene. That one was a romantic gene.
Yeah, your lover?
No, but the Italians are lovers. Yeah.
What part of Greece are you from?
My mother's from Crete, the big one.
yeah.
Yeah, and my father's from a tiny island that used to be called Imbros, which is now Turkish. They took it.
There's your Turkish.
Yeah, then it makes
Scumbags.
sense.
Yeah.
Scumbag.
Fucking scumbags.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Wait, so Park Slope, you basically grew up Italian though.
Park Slope
Is
was
Park Slope
Irish.
Italian now?
When I was a kid, it was mostly Irish. It was like very Irish, and then Jew. It was so culturally diverse, and then you had below 6th Avenue was all Puerto Rican and black, and then like my block when I was growing up was most like a lot of Irish cops, retired cops, and they still had this. They still do it, I think, but they have one St. Patty's Day parade in Bay Ridge, and then they got another one on Prospect Park West that comes down. So it was Irish.
Now it's
Irish.
super like hipster. Like it's Williamsburg, no?
It's different now. Yeah, and it's Williamsburg. Yeah, I think it's more expensive than it's like crazy now.
Yeah, it's
My parents bought the house from a family named Murphy in 1959 for $28,000.
Sick.
And it had no heat. It had like a wood oven to heat the house.
No boiler.
So it was it was a different neighborhood back then. Times have changed. Nobody goes to Nellie Bly anymore.
Do you still live there? Or
No, I'm out. I'm in Connecticut now.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
How's that?
both.
Oh, you been?
You can tell by the way. Yeah, this is that's it. I went there.
Yeah, so I got.
I made it to Westchester. So ironic because I used that wig to live her dream.
Exactly. So listen, that character you played, Maurica Rodriguez, that was the beginning of YouTube.
That was the beginning.
That was, you were so ahead of your time with that, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was because back then there was like really no algorithm. It was all shares.
Yeah.
It was like things would go viral from people sharing them, and at that time it was like MySpace and Facebook. So it was just shares. People would share it on
To each other. Yeah.
on their Facebook profiles or whatever. So it wasn't like it showed up in anyone's feed. It was just shared with people.
Wild.
And it was nuts. I remember I woke up, and it was. You guys have had the same experience where you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I had no idea it was going to catch. You know, I shot that in my rent-controlled apartment. With my friend Jesse.
Emphasis on rent control.
Yeah, it was rent. Well, that was the good thing about growing up in New York is like it started to get very expensive. But my friend Stevie lived on Fifth Avenue, Park Slope, and 6th Street. He was a kid from the Cayman Islands, and so he had a rent-controlled apartment. His parents left, and so we just moved into.
He inherited it.
Yeah, we just moved into his family's house, and we like renovated ourselves, put plywood down, and we hid from our Jewish landlord for like 4 years.
Nice.
We had
And
to
then
pay
he
with him.
eventually caught on?
He caught on eventually. Yeah, he was mad. We'd hide. He'd knock on the door, and we'd just hide. But we had to pay with money order every month, and in his name, Stevie Banks, because rent controls somebody from the family's got to live there.
Yeah.
But we had a nice time there. $300 rent each.
Sick. Yeah, it's sick.
It was a
say
3-bedroom, a
600.
tiny 3-bedroom, New York. Total rent was like $660. So it was
That's
a nice,
why people inherit that, though, because it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. If you have rent
Not if you
control,
own the building.
right? If you own the building, you're trying to set
Get
a
'em out.
fire.
Get 'em
Yeah,
out.
you're trying to do something.
You're trying to pay them
Yeah. Well, if you
$100,000 to move out.
and that's what he.
Is that how that story ended?
Eventually, he caught on that Stevie wasn't there. Like eventually,
Stevie
he
wasn't
caught on.
there.
Stevie wasn't there, and so he would come and he would fucking knock on our door. And he was like, "I know you're in there," and we would just hide. And eventually, we got kicked out.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
we got kicked out.
All good things come to an end.
Yeah.
Williamsburg is known for the Jewish landlords. You hear a lot of stories like that.
I think everywhere is known for the Jewish landlords.
Yeah, they're smart. They're a smart
Yeah.
group of people.
They got that on lock. Yeah.
That's like the one thing with Italians and Greeks that, we compete a lot with each other. Like
Yeah.
Italian to Italian, Greek to Greek.
Yeah. When you're
Like-
saying we should just invade the Jews.
No, I'm saying we should work together, like
Yeah.
pool our, like to buy stuff
Do what they
together.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do that.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
That's never gonna happen.
It's the only way to take over. Economically, if you're messing with the Jews, we got to team forces. We got to like Superman and Batman come together.
Yeah. The Avengers.
Yeah, we gotta
make the Avengers.
Yeah, we got.
You think you could lead the charge?
The Mediterranean
You
Avengers.
think you could lead the charge for us?
I could definitely lead the charge. Yeah, I could definitely lead.
So
the charge.
he's our Captain America?
Yeah,
Or Doctor Strange?
yeah. You can't fight them though. They don't fight. You gotta sue. You gotta get ready to sue.
I think we're gonna lose every battle.
Yeah,
You gotta get
it's
good
a
lawyers.
Problem, dude.
They got everything covered.
It's like their sports.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, law's like sports for them. It's like
Yeah.
this is the number 1 draft pick, Shlomi Williamsburg. He's coming out of Hofstra, and then he went to Georgetown Law. I mean, he's getting everybody. Yeah,
Incredible.
Yeah, 5-star recruit.
So you went viral from Maurica. Were you doing comedy at that point or no?
Yeah, I was doing stand-up. I was a stand-up. So the way I came up with that character was like, it's a really simple story, but it's interesting who was involved because he's the biggest comedian now in the country. But me and Nate Bargatze my first podcast was with Nate Bargatze, and we were thinking of characters. We were sitting in the diner in the Village thinking of characters. To do like this stupid live call-in show, and I just said this one line. I was like, "My name is Maurica. I'm transsexual. My name is Maurica. I'm transsexual. I'm from the Lower East Side. I need somebody to pay for my tits and not be judgmental about my feet." And he started laughing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't laugh at anything.
Maurica had huge feet, by the way.
That's it. She didn't want that, and she has all these chancletas, but she don't want to go yellow because she don't want to look like Big Bird. So I said that one line, and then he laughed, and I was like, maybe something there. And so then I would work the character out on stage. I really got it at New York Comedy Club. I used to host there, and if someone was running late, I would kill time, and so I didn't have that, a lot of jokes then. So I went into the character and I just started doing the character, and it was like killing in the fucking room. It was just crushing.
Not dressing up though.
No, not dressing up, but building the story of who she was. So when we shot the sketch, I knew who she was, you know? Former basketball star, Lower East Side, you know, transition from man to woman. And yeah, like trans wasn't part of like the national conversation yet.
Yeah,
So it was a little ahead of its
That's
time.
why it was very ahead of the time.
It was 2010, end of 2010. So, I mean, I couldn't do that character now. I mean, they put me in prison or something like that.
But after it went that viral, you were like doing that character, like you dressing up on stage, right?
I would dress up on. I have a Greek character, Mr. Panos. So he kind of went viral first, but that was all Greeks. So I would.
So your range is crazy.
It was, and they were opposites because he was like a kind of racist old curmudgeon Greek guy, and she's just like, you know, she's a trans Puerto Rican woman. So I would do shows with him. And I do stand-up, and I do him. Then I do shows with her and him. And then I combine the show, which was really funny because when I combined the show, it was all Latin and gay, or mostly Latin, you know, would come to see her, and then Greeks would come to see him. And the Greeks had no idea who she was, and the Latins had no idea who he was. So, and the Greeks are like conservative, right? So I'd come out and be like, "What's up? How you doing? What's going on, everybody? Holy shit, you fucking cute. I want to suck your dick." And the Greeks would just be like, and the Greeks come with the whole family too. It's like their yayas there, the papu, like 80-year-olds, and they're sitting there going, like they're just making fucking cross, like they had no idea what was going on. Like they just didn't know what was happening.
But it worked.
It worked. And did it work? Like it worked.
If they didn't walk out in the first time.
Like they worked for the Latins who were there to see Maurica. It worked for the Greeks who were seeing it. But they kind of just endured the other character. Yeah. Like the Greeks hated her, and the Latins were looking at Mr. Panos like, "Hey, and they were like, "What the? Who's this guy? We came to see Maurica."
So what'd you have to do? Did you have to start like breaking them up, or?
I would do her. I would do him, her, and then me. I would do stand-up. So I would do like 15, 20 minutes of him, 15, 20 minutes of her, and then I would do me. And one time we went to Chicago, and I didn't really know how big a Greek population.
A lot of Greeks there.
Oh, so many Greeks. So the whole audience was Greek. We usually did him first because he doesn't do as good as her, right? So we do him first. I did him. He's fucking killed. And I'm like, I didn't know it was all Greeks. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just figuring him out. Then with her, it was always a bigger intro, right? Because she was more festive and more popular of a character. So I put the outfit on, right? Then we put the song on. So the song starts playing. And this is in Chicago, in the suburbs, in Schaumburg at the Improv. And I just hear the song echoing off the ceiling. Complete silence. Usually it's like, Maurica, Westchester.
There's no Puerto Ricans in Chicago.
They're in Chicago, but they're not in the suburbs. There's tons of them. And then I go out there, it's just silence.
Oh, man.
And that's when I look out in the audience and I just see fucking Greek people going like, what is this? I bombed so bad. I was out there with my friend who, rest in peace, Angelo Lozada, who used to stay on stage with me. You know, it's good when you do a character, just have somebody out there to move the character forward. I just moved the mic after 3 minutes. I was like, just wrap it up. That's how bad it was bombing. I mean, it
happens,
I
though.
just fucking bombed.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
As a lesson, I guess, right?
It was a lesson. It was a lesson that in Chicago, there's Greeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Greeks
And
everywhere.
the Greeks don't do that gay shit.
But you don't. Do you still do sketch or no?
Not really. But I'll still do her like once in a while, like once or twice or 3 times a year.
Little
Like,
It's got to be crazy, right?
yeah, it's still, and it's still,
It's gotta be
you know
good.
what's funny though? I feel like one of those aging freestyle bands, you know?
Come back.
When I did it like years ago, all the women were fucking young and
Yeah,
hot.
you're basically Stevie B.
Yeah, and now when I do it, I look out the audience, I'm like, oh, everyone got older. It's all chicks, fucking fupas.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're all moms.
Yeah.
So it really, I've learned how much older I've gotten just by looking at the audience.
That's great.
And they come out for the nostalgia. I'm like, oh yeah, Maurica.
So I could see Maurica being like part of freestyle events, like with Stevie B.
Huge,
You know?
huge. I love freestyle too because I grew up on it, so I would love to do that. I would love to get out there with little Susie. I'd still fucking crack little Susie. She
Yeah?
looks good. She
Yeah,
got big
I haven't
titties.
seen
Yeah, you're an animal.
Yeah, she got nice titties.
Those freestyle stars are dangerous. I've seen some of them.
That was the best era.
Great era.
Me Take
me in your arms.
Just all Puerto Ricans and Italians. Fucking yeah.
What do the Greeks listen to?
Greeks listen to Greek music.
Just
and
fucking Greek shit, right?
That's all they want. They're racist against everybody.
Nice.
Greeks are the most equal opportunity discriminators I've ever. It's just everybody.
Anybody who's not Greek is just...
even Italians.
Oh, Kujis, are you tired of these ads? Listen, I'm sorry. We got to keep the lights on over here. But listen, we got something special for you. We just launched our Patreon. Spend a couple dollars. You don't have to watch these ads no more. B, what else can they do?
Listen, you'll get some behind the scenes of what we do in a day, a little bit before the show, maybe sometimes after the show, and you'll watch the show without the ads. You won't have to hear these ads anymore. You can just watch the whole show without any breaks.
Yeah, you get a full podcast, uncensored, unedited, full cut. What you see is what you get. No more ads. That's the best part. So go out there, support the fellas, and do the right thing, all right?
Yeah, click the link in the description to go on Patreon.
Yeah.
Even Italians.
Yeah.
My wife is half Greek, half Italian. She's half Sicilian, half Greek. And her mom's really Greek, and her dad, is from Long Island, Italian. And her Greek family, her mom's Greek family was off the boat. When they found out her mom was dating her dad, they disowned her because he was Italian. Yeah, they were just like, her mother pretended to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just couldn't do it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Not even
Crazy how times change.
Yeah, like Joe Pesci said, prejudice against Italians in this day and age.
Yeah.
Can you believe,
that? That's good, fellas.
Fucking believe that in this day and age. But yeah, Greeks love being with Greeks.
Yeah.
Greeks just love.
You guys still really, really control the language, Greek school on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I went to high school in Astoria, so a lot of Greeks.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially probably when you went.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it's less now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I went to St. John's Prep, so
Yeah.
they had St. Demetrius there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yes.
But it's a big Greek school. But
Yes,
just on the weekends when we go hang out there, all the Greek kids would be around.
Yeah. Greeks, they love being Greek, and they keep.
Are you Greek Orthodox too?
Greek Orthodox. Yeah, I was an
So
altar boy
you're
for
celebrating
years.
Easter next year, or next month?
That's right. It's usually after.
No, it's the same day this year.
Today
right?
this year it was the same day, which happens I don't know, every leap year or something.
What is the difference, though?
Yeah.
Well, I think the Greeks feel like, the Greek Easter is the real Easter.
Okay.
And then everyone else's Easter is just a dress rehearsal for him to
Nice,
he just runs it
he
for everybody else.
Run a show.
Yeah, he throws the arms up, gets resurrected. He's like, all right, one show for them, and then it's like an SNL dress rehearsal.
Yeah,
and then he does the real one for the Greeks.
So your wife is Greek Orthodox too?
She's Greek Orthodox and half Italian.
So when her parents met, how did that go?
When my parents met her parents?
No, when her parents, because you said
Your father-in-law.
your father-in-law and your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
They the mother was mad because she had to change her religion, I would assume.
No, Greek Orthodox wins the day. I think when you mix Italian and Greek wins.
What about when you mix
'Cause
Greek
Greeks are-
and Jewish?
Greek and Jewish, the Jews try, but I think I don't think anyone beats the Greek culture because the Greeks are like, we're not doing this unless you do it our way.
Yeah.
The Greeks force it. They force it. So he just capitulated. Her father's just like, whatever. So the kids are Greek. Everyone's Greek Orthodox. Yeah. And so
I would life goal is to crash a Greek wedding.
yeah, they're fun. They're big. My big fat one. Yeah. I had a
big
big
fat
one.
Greek wedding.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I had a big one because my father-in-law, thank God he paid for it.
Did he?
Thank God. Yeah, I mean, thank God.
Is it true that you break all the plates and stuff? Like you break a bunch of plates?
Yeah, I mean, they don't do it anymore. But I remember when I was a
It's
kid.
too costly?
Yeah, but I don't know why they don't do it. But they do throw shit. The Greeks do throw shit at the performers, which is really funny. And what is it in Astoria? There's like a Greek club. I'm just
Central?
It used to be called
No,
Central. On 21st, no?
No, it's not Central. It's shit. I wish Christina was here. She would know.
Lucamares?
Look, what is the dessert?
I'm messing with you.
But anyway, what they do is it's really funny. I mean, so they invite these Greek singers from like Greece, right?
Yeah.
Who are like famous in Greece.
Yeah.
And they invite them down, they give them money. And then at these Greek events, right, the guy's singing and he has to walk around the whole place. They don't like when he stays on stage. So he walks around and people buy these buckets of flowers. Have you heard of this before? No. Christina will tell you. And they take the flowers and they just fucking throw them.
Belt them?
They belt the guy. So this guy's got like, and one side is a flower stem that could like take your eye out.
Right.
But like they throw flowers, and then so the guy's just trying to sing and do his show, and Greeks are just coming up on the stage, dumping flowers on his head, fucking throwing flowers, and it doesn't stop.
What's
and you
the
can tell the guy's
symbolism?
annoyed. He's like, what is this? Because
What's
they don't
the
do it in
meaning,
Greece,
though?
they do it here. It's Greeks just like to throw shit.
Yeah,
Just
but
throw plates.
I heard like the wedding band that they get like all the dollars goes to them that they throw at a
Oh
wedding.
yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, there's usually a performer, usually somebody in the crowd who dances, and then everybody just throws
And they
money.
do like
Greeks
Yeah.
are the original make it rain.
Yeah.
The blacks
You guys
took
definitely
that
make
from
it
us.
rain.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to
We did it way
Riviera?
before
Have you ever
Pac-Man
been to
jumped.
Riviera in Astoria?
No.
PC Richards. Yeah.
It's a strip club in Astoria, and it's a Greek owner.
Oh,
They
so
just-
yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we throw the dollars, you make it rain, except the difference is it's not a stripper, it's just some old Greek dude who's sweating through his shirt with a mustache doing this shit.
Yeah.
This is Greek dancing. It's very easy.
Yeah.
You just do this. It's very easy to learn. You just got to pretend like you're walking around glass.
What
on
is
the floor.
cigarette though? Too?
Yeah.
What is
like,
cigarette?
Oh, there's broken glass, and you just fucking kick
Left
every
and
once in a while.
right.
Looks like you're holding up a corpse. It's like
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's. So that's Greek dancing.
Did you go to Greece a lot, like growing up?
I did
Every summer?
Yeah, not like the Greeks do. I'm not as Greek as like Christina. Like she goes most Greeks go every year, which is just how Greeks are. Like when you hire a Greek, they just say, by the way, I'm only working 11 months. They all
1
go
month
for
off.
one. Yeah, they always go for 1 month. Or
August?
they'll just quit their job. They'll go, if the guy's like, we're not giving you the month off, I quit their job, and then they'll get a new one when they come back from Greece. It's like what Greeks do. It's
Yeah.
just like Greeks will go back. It's like Greeks are like Teslas, and Greece is like the charging station, and they got to go for a month and
For a month to charge.
up their fucking Greek with cigarettes and coffee and gossip. That's what they do. Yeah.
What do you think is like better cuisine though? Would you say Greek or Italian?
Somebody said Greek. Some famous food critic recently said Greek, and it caused like an uproar. I'll say personally, I'm Italian. I go Italian. I think Italian's.
Italian.
I
like that,
Italian's
Chris.
the Michael Jordan of foods. That's what I think.
The goat.
I think it's the goat.
So what would Greek be?
Greek, I
like
think
Kobe
is
Bryant?
Scottie Pippen.
Sky Pepper?
Oh, wow.
Scottie Pippen. I think I love Greek food, and I got to say sushi's. What'd you say? Drexler. Exactly. Drexler.
The thing with Greek food, the notion I think is that a lot of people say it's healthier.
Yeah, because of the fish and the cheese. Goat cheese is kind of low fat.
Lemon
but-
potatoes, you know?
lemon potatoes. It's good. A lot of fish, really good. But I mean, Italian food's the goat.
I just feel like there's only like one Greek spot in every neighborhood,
What thing would-
especially over here.
The thing with Greek is I don't know what's Greek and what's like Mediterranean.
Yeah,
like hummus, is that Greek? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing.
and then it gets, no, that's actually Turkish. Or this is actually Balkan. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
a lot of overlap because they conquered us.
Yeah,
for
it's like
400 years.
Did you guys like invent anything or?
I mean,
The Greek root of the word.
any Greek watching this right now wants to jump through the screen and strangle you.
The Greek
Yeah.
root of hummus is...
She nailed that. I mean, when that movie. And that movie was such a hit because Greeks will support Greeks so much. Every Greek fan. I went to with my family to see that 10 times
Yeah?
in the theater. Just
That's your
to support
Godfather,
her.
then.
Yeah, just like there's a Greek woman making a movie about Greeks. We're going 10 times. But she nailed that because that's how
That
Greeks
movie
are.
was huge though.
Yeah.
Huge.
big.
It was the biggest independent movie I think of all time for a while. I don't know if it still is. Yeah.
Wow.
It's huge.
They made a second one too, though. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it did. I don't think I've ever watched the second one.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah.
But there's so many quotes like, "Oh, you don't eat meat? I'm making that." You
Yeah,
know, like there's
great.
so many like one-liners in
Iconic.
the movie.
The Arhidi when he was saying about his balls. And, it was a good Joey Fatone sighting.
Yeah.
Italian and Greek face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
okay.
It was great. But with like for Greek Americans, who's your Mount Rushmore Greek American? Like we have
Yeah.
the Joe Pesci, the Stallones, the Frank Sinatra. Like,
Yeah.
who are your guys?
That's what I love.
I hate to make it a competition.
No, but yeah.
Here we are sitting with Yannis Pappas.
But that's what I like when, Italians get upset about like, don't stereotype us about being in the mafia. I'm like, all right, maybe you guys can help yourselves by not putting every fucking mob actor
Yeah,
on the
so
wall.
true.
Any Italian restaurant you want, and it's just like Chaz Palminteri with like a spoonful of linguine and like big pussy eating meatballs. You're like, you guys are doing it to yourself.
I think we literally have both of those pictures.
Yeah, probably.
We're not all in the mafia, but come eat over here where Al Pacino ate with fucking John Gotti Jr. on Columbus Day where they had the best calzones.
It's funny, like talking about Italian American like cuisine and these proprietors of these businesses that be like make shit up. Like we just had someone. That was Frank Sinatra's favorite ravioli.
Crazy.
Every place has their like whatever. Al Pacino's favorite pepperoni slice. You know what I mean? Like we have that for every day.
Yeah, and also like every sandwich. Do you want the Godfather or the Mob Hit or
the Goodfellas?
would you like the Gourmand special?
You guys don't have that?
No, the Gourmand is I gotta say that is a
Well, you guys have
very
that too,
nice,
though.
a very nice invention.
Is there a Greek word for gourmand?
No, we don't have it. We don't have it.
No?
No, I think the Italians.
It's called.
Yeah, I think they just Greek women will kill you. Yeah, but it's. I'm telling you, I think Gourmand's. You guys invented the
great
Gourmand, the
word.
ravioli. You guys have done a lot.
I feel like Greek girls hold it a little tighter though.
What do you mean?
Like growing, like I said, I went to high school and in a store and there was this really hot Greek girl. She had like the craziest, and then there was like rumors going around that she wouldn't like.
Oh, you
have
mean literally
vaginal sex?
Right.
She would only do anal because she was saving it for her husband.
Wow.
Is that true or is it myth? Wow. I'm just trying to debunk all my Greek myths
Yeah.
today.
Technically, I'm still virgin.
mean-
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I mean it's possible.
He can't even deny.
I love how there's so much
I don't
Greek
know.
talk.
He's like, fuck, they caught on. They
I
caught
don't
on.
know. Yeah. The thing about Greek girls was that they were hard to date just because of the parents, the father.
Yeah.
They're hard. Do you know any guys who dated Greek girls who weren't Greek?
That's a funny story. I tried to date a Greek girl in high school.
She wouldn't let you?
No, she's like, my parents are not cool with this.
Yeah, that's a big
I'm
part
like,
of the
Jesus
culture.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
My
Do you
self-esteem
believe that?
was so low because of that. I thought it was me.
Yeah.
She told me years later, like,
No,
oh,
it's
my
Greek.
parents weren't
Yeah,
allowed.
the Greek fathers don't go for it. They don't go
crazy.
for it. Yeah, the Greek
We
daughters.
share the same ocean.
Yeah, I mean the Greek father. It's like the Taliban. Like Greek women don't have rights.
It's crazy.
Greek daughters don't have rights.
Do you think still today, 2025 is like that?
I think it's gotten a little lighter.
Yeah.
But you get anyone off the boat, they're gonna keep their daughter locked tight. Yeah, you can't. Unless you're Greek and then they want to meet you, then they want to know who your parents are. They want to know your social security. They like do a full background check on you. They follow you with a private investigator. If you date a Greek daughter, the father is gonna really vet you. So yeah, the Greek.
What would be your advice to crack that code, though?
I would say Greek daughters should start like an underground Greek daughter railroad, like Escape. Like, you know what I mean? That's what they need. I feel bad
Escape
for
the
them.
family.
Yeah, if you fall in love with a Serbian guy, you should be able to date that Serbian.
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
wrong with Italians?
That's what I say. I mean, that's what I say. But the old school, they don't.
But if they do that, they gotta become Roman Catholic.
Yeah,
If you're escaping,
Yeah, then do it. I
You
mean,
know?
whatever. then
And
do
so
it.
long family,
Yeah.
so long Greek side.
Look, if you're a girl, I mean, become Roman Catholic. You're safe.
You're safe.
Yeah, if you're a boy, be careful.
what's the notion with Italian Americans amongst the Greeks? Like, what do you guys say about us?
I think it's mostly love. Yeah. I think in America, it's mostly love. I think over there might still be a little grudge about World War II.
Oh, and
You guys did attack us. I mean, it wasn't cool.
Italy attacked Greece.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Mussolini.
even know that.
My
Do you know that?
My nonna was there.
Do you know that?
Yeah, he was in Greece. Crazy. With his brothers, too.
It's just a little.
And then you want to make peace with these people? You want to date a Greek
He's
girl?
watching this podcast right now. Like, what the hell is my grandson doing?
Yeah, I think, but not really. I think it's all good. I mean, they're right there. They're the same people. We're the same people. You look at our DNA, it's like move back and forth.
Yeah,
So
you guys always bankrupt. We're like trying to help out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We're poor. I mean,
Yeah.
Italy. I mean, we can't even talk about our economy though.
Nah, it's terrible. It's similar to Greece, though. Just not as bad, you know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we like to chill.
Yeah.
I think we just kind of like
too
to
much.
chill.
You guys
though.
like to smoke cigarettes.
We like to smoke cigarettes, drink a little coffee, and just chill. And Italians like to chill.
Yeah.
The climate's nice. The Germans are up there, working themselves to death, blowing
In
their
Greece?
brain. No, in Germany.
Oh, in Germany.
I'm just saying, yeah. I mean,
But a lot of Greeks now, like today, 2025, the Greeks that leave, they go to Germany, Spain, like they go everywhere,
They
right?
go Germany, Spain. The diaspora's the
France
biggest.
or no?
Yeah, they're everywhere, but the biggest is Australia and America, and Canada is a lot.
Yeah.
But America and Australia is a lot of Greeks, and there's a lot of Greeks in South Africa, but now not as many. A lot of them went back.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Africa's a little weird.
Did you expect this much Greek talk? Or
No, I mean, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think we were gonna be talking politics on growing up Italian.
no.
What's your view of the Ukraine? So what do you think about this tariff situation? I didn't expect I'd be coming with a marble floor to talk about geopolitics. I mean, this place is the most fucking. Either I'm in Saddam Hussein's palace or an Italian kid's house. I mean, this floor is
the bunker.
slippery. I mean, I feel like this is. You guys get this polished every day?
A Greek guy did it for us.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
A cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
It's got to be a Greek tile layer, no? This is how it works.
Yeah. And a Greek and an Italian, you know, if he does the Stones, maybe a little connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a quick cheese break and we'll be right back. You want some?
Bro, yeah, please. Been waiting all day for this.
Go formaggio.
Italian cheese the way it's meant to be.
These artisan wraps are stuffed with fresh mozzarella.
Fresh mozzarella the way it's meant to be.
Taste the formaggio difference.
Get it now. Formaggio is available at ShopRite, Key Food, Hannaford, Costco, Walmart, and Sam's Club.
Find formaggio today at your local grocery store or your club store.
Formaggio, it's all about the cheese.
Manja.
Now back to the show.
Knows a guy.
Knows a guy.
affiliated.
Yeah, knows a guy. No, Greeks and Italians, you know, they're very similar.
We never said who was like your Frank Sinatra, though.
Right, Mount Rushmore, yeah. So the Mount Rushmore is you got to throw, not just because I'm friends with him, but I'm going to throw John Stamos on there.
Okay, that's a good one.
I mean, he deserves it too. Though.
So that's your Al Pacino.
Yeah, he's
Stallone.
like our Al Pacino. Yeah, he's
The heartthrob, bro. Every girl loved him.
Heartthrob, yeah. I'm going to throw Stamos on there. I'm going to throw Telly Savalas. You guys are too young. No reaction for Telly Savalas.
Who?
You don't know who Telly Savalas is? Kojak?
We're kind of young. I don't know.
All right, so he's a big actor. He had a show. He played a cop. Kojak. He's a bald guy. Big time. You know, when I was a real little kid, it was all about. He was the Greek representative, like on TV.
So Rocky Balboa.
He's like Rocky Balboa for you guys. Yeah.
Telly Savalas.
Yeah, Telly Savalas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He always had a lollipop. He's like, "What's up, baby?"
He looks like the guy that sells Joe Gambino's cigars.
Joe, the other Joe.
The other Joe.
So you got to throw Telly on there. I'm gonna go strictly actors.
Oh no,
No,
just
whatever. Whoever.
the goats.
Iconic
goat.
Greek Americans.
Yeah, you got it.
What singer made like the biggest transition? Like
Maria Callas. Got to throw an opera singer. Yeah,
Okay.
huge global star.
Mateo Lane taught us about Maria.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maria Callas.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
There you go. That's where we have you picked. Thank
Yeah, she's probably like the most famous opera singer of all time. Greeks, a lot of pride in her. Then I got to throw Jennifer Aniston on there.
she's Greek.
you. Is she really?
Is that
Cut
like
her
how we claim Steven Tyler?
No,
Like,
we claimed De Niro.
10%. Oh,
He's
yeah.
like 1/8.
Yeah, no, her last name is like Anistanakos.
Oh, is it?
She cut it. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw her on there. You know what?
Honorable mention.
Tina Fey,
Oh,
Greek. Yeah,
That's
did
the
not know
speaks
that.
Greek.
Is that the sports writer that?
No, that's
No,
head writer.
That's Joy Fay, right?
No, yeah, that's something Joy, something.
No, she's SNL. Tina Fey.
Tina
yeah.
Fey. I know what you're talking about now.
Tina Fey.
My
Iconic
toxic
face.
trait is we have to like compare everything. Like this is.
What, you're gonna go shot for shot?
No, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
But
I get you.
he kind of
Yeah.
Christina was putting up a fight about the food.
Who did she have on her list? Did she make a list?
No, but she was just when we were arguing about food,
Yeah.
like feta versus mozzarella. Like
I love feta, but you got to give the victory to mozzarella. I mean, come on, dude. Pizza changed the world.
So you're not as biased as her. She's
Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, she's Greek everything.
Greek.
But we have some fun games at the end too that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But I would put the guy from The Father from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. No,
Oh, that guy?
you don't think he's Mount Rushmore worthy?
I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore. No, not on Mount Rushmore.
Iconic character.
Yeah, iconic character, but no, I mean, not the Mount Rushmore. We got bigger hitters than that.
Yeah?
Chris Angel. How about that?
Crickets.
Chris Angel, the magician.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, the magician.
The magician.
Yeah.
Betty White, Greek American.
Betty White.
Betty White.
Another one.
Okay.
That's
And
level.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Do you guys
Kelly,
claim
they
her?
say Kelly Clarkson's Italian too, though.
Kelly Clarksopoulos.
Yeah. She's got some Greek in
What
there.
about Maria Menounos?
Maria Menounos is a fucking smoke show.
Who's
She's
that?
for Rome. The E channel. I mean,
Food
she's
Channel?
She's maybe one of the hottest women on the planet. Yeah. If you haven't fucking disciplined your dick to Maria Menounos. We're not of the same generation.
Yeah. So Sabino's lost right
Yeah.
So when you
I'll put Nia on there. Nia changed the game with Big Fat Greek Wedding.
yeah.
Yeah, she deserves a spot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's a big table. It's a
Yeah.
big table.
So when you were growing up in Prospect Park, were you going to these Greek parties like in Astoria, Bay Ridge?
Yeah, we would do Easter in Astoria. My cousin lived there, and yeah, we'd roast a lamb outside, and that's what it was. Yeah, we got Greeks. Yeah, we shocked the neighborhood. More than the Italians, we shocked the neighborhood with our festivals. You know, we throw a lamb on the spit outside, and everyone thinks we're cooking the dog.
Yeah.
Like, are they killing their dog? And then on Easter, we march outside with fire, and sing Christos Anesti, and like everyone's looking around going, what's going on? Like, are they filming Game of Thrones? Why are there people outside with fire? And we just sing that song over and over again for, a lot of Greek people get Alzheimer's, so you just want to make sure
They remember the
that they
words.
remember, so you keep repeating it.
Yeah.
And Greek culture's thick. It's like if you grow up Greek, you can't escape it. I was an
It's
altar
like once every 2 years we get a Greek person on the pod just to like refresh our memories and
It's nice. It's nice.
ask all our questions.
Yeah, because look, we're not significant. That's the thing. We're so small. If I was fucking Italian, I'd be Sebastian Maniscalco. Because there's like millions of you guys. There's only I think there's literally only 3 million Greeks in the entire country.
No way.
In
Yeah,
America,
I would
You
think.
can look it up.
I would think so
in
much
America
more.
or in Greece?
In America.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
There's
it's-
60 million Italian
Yeah,
Americans.
exactly. Like Greece is such a small country.
That's crazy.
3 million
Wow,
Americans.
Yeah, but you guys show out though.
You show up, but the thing is, you have to be doing Greek shit.
Yeah.
Like the Greeks would come into my show, and if I do anything that's not Greek, they're like, "What are we here
Can't
for?"
half-ass it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "What?"
So when you do a set, do you like work in a lot of Greek
Not
stuff?
really.
No,
Not really. I usually filtered all that through the character, through Mr. Panos.
Yeah.
And then I ended up, earlier in my career, when I needed the money more, I would do these Greek shows, these church shows, and they were the worst. Yeah, because you're there, you're doing it with the priest there, the bishop there.
Damn,
you
that's
gotta,
rough.
you gotta keep it clean.
You got to keep it clean.
That's like Tracy. Tracy says she did some church shows too. How do you do that? That's like
It's you just keep the car running and ask for the check first.
That's for a little benzene, puts gas in the car.
Yeah, it's always at like some gymnasium of the
Yeah.
church, and the priest is there with his collar. I actually met my wife at one of those shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why you stopped doing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like enough is enough.
She's the only Greek girl I ever dated. Was the one I married. I never dated a Greek girl before her.
wow.
Yeah, some Italians, some Jews, Puerto Ricans. Yeah, Irish. Yeah.
Would you recommend dating a Greek girl?
Would I recommend it? No. No. No, of course I would. They're the best. Yeah. I mean, we're all the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Greeks are good. She's the only one. The only thing is that father thing. You got to deal with the father.
Yeah.
You got to get past
Eventually
the father.
it gets better though, no?
It gets better.
Once you get married and give some grandchildren.
And now that I have daughters, I don't hate it as much because the Greek father, maybe it's a little extreme, but he just wants to make sure you're a good guy, and that's it. So
Yeah. You gotta prove your worth.
you got to prove your worth. So I would recommend it. I would recommend Italian, Puerto Rican. Definitely recommend. I'd recommend.
Never showing up empty-handed.
No, you
right?
can't do. What, Puerto Ricans?
No, but if you're dating a Greek girl like her father, you gotta impress them, right?
Yeah, but
How do you
Italians
do
are the funniest with that, dude. There's nobody funnier than the hospitality. Nobody's better at hospitality than Italians. I had Joe Gatto on my he's had better times, but I had Joe Gatto on my podcast from Practical Jokers. He showed up with he went out of his way. It's the first time I'm meeting him too.
Yeah.
Right? Like I knew Sal, but I didn't know him. He went out of his way to his favorite Italian bakery
To bring some?
somewhere in Staten Island and brought me this array of cookies. And he's like telling me which ones to take, and they were fucking delicious.
Fucking
then I had
beautiful.
Brett Ernst come to my house and he brought me rolls in a paper bag. And I was like, what am I gonna do with these rolls? He's like, you don't even have to put anything on. Just eat it plain. These fucking rolls, they cook them fresh. They were like bodega rolls.
Yeah.
So I was like gnawing on a roll. And then when I did Sebastian Maniscalco's podcast, he gave me I just showed up and he gave me a full plate, like a cheese meat plate
Nice.
with like figs and everything. Like I couldn't even leave with it. I was like, what do you want me to do with this? He's like, you want me to take it on the plane? Like, I don't even live in Los Angeles. He's like, I don't know. Like, you take a picture of it, show it to your wife.
Nice. We do the right thing, you know. I will say somebody came today for a nice episode. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah,
Greek.
I should have brought something, right?
No.
Even when I
didn't
got
see-
here, you guys got food on the street.
Honestly,
Like,
the way-
get a sandwich.
The way we got him on the pod was like
Yes.
very not like us. Like shout out to Tracy.
Tracy is
But
awesome.
I forgot how it came up. We just went viral. We're doing a podcast in Italian, and our Italian's not that good. Like we speak Italian
It's like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Like we speak a dialect.
Yeah.
But we have little Mario Bosco that if you say Yanis, like, all right, pineapple in Italian is ananas. And he said like he asked in Italian, like, tu metti Yanis on top of pizza?
He messed up the word and
Yeah,
said
and said
Giannis.
Giannis. So like the timing, I think, was just like,
Yeah, it's funny.
I think like we were talking about Giannis. She's like, do you want Giannis on the show? And I was like, if you could get him, go ahead.
Might as well.
And then, here you are.
Yeah. And it's in America, it's Yanis or Yanis. Or if I'm doing a black show, like they just go, give it up for Yan.
Yeah.
They really, if you got 2
Yanis.
syllables, black
Yan going
comedians,
ham.
give it up for Yan. Give it up for Yan.
Yeah, but thank you for the Luca Modest, bro. I appreciate it.
I should have brought.
It's so good, man. I think
I'm sorry.
It's Copy that hit the spot, too,
You're
dude.
right. I should have. It's fucking
Rocco's
rude.
really missing that Greek girl. He's like,
But you're right. I should have brought some cookies or something.
Yeah, that's all right. Next time,
Should've
next
brought
time.
some baklava or something.
we're happy you're here.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an
all
honor
that
to sit
matters.
with you.
You guys
We're big
had
fans.
food.
Been watching you.
Offering me espresso. You're right. You're right. You know, I
We
would
don't have
give
frappe. I know. You know,
Greeks
it's
versus
fine.
Italians. The Greeks don't. Greeks are pretty hospitable, but Italians number one. My friend Paul Verzi, the comedian.
We had him on the
Yeah,
show
he's
too.
great.
Oh
He's
yeah,
great.
he with hospitality. You go to his house. I mean, it's ready. It's just yeah. I mean, did he tell you the baklava story?
No.
He didn't tell it on this podcast.
No. Maybe. I don't know.
If I
I
hear
should have. I mean, I'll just say it was one of the funniest things. This woman, I was at his house for a party. This woman came over and she made baklava, right? And the baklava was incredible. It really was incredible. And she was black, right? Which was crazy because you're not Greek. And she made an incredible baklava. And then everyone was eating it. And then when she left, she packed it up and left with it.
That's a big
She
deal.
took it.
Yeah.
So Paul,
Lost his mind.
he lost his mind. He goes, she's never allowed on my property. He's like, I've never even seen
Well,
it.
that's a
but
that
he's
is a big
right
deal.
though.
He's
no?
of course right.
Yeah.
You bring the baklava, people are eating, then you pack it up and you.
Yeah.
I've actually, to be honest with you, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've seen someone do something so fucking disrespectful.
Not as bad, but in high school, one of
Yeah.
my boys brought Oreos to a party.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, there's probably a sleeve left.
Yeah.
He took them back home. After that, never chilled in them again.
And
Just
look, I don't
Oreos,
blame you.
you know?
I'd cut somebody off for that. That's really
It's crazy,
who
though. It's
raised
like-
you, dude? Who raised you? You
I
brought
had,
baklava that you homemade, and you brought it to the party, and then
Yeah.
you fucking
And it was
took
delicious.
It
The fact that it was delicious, too.
It's funny. As I did a backyard barbecue during COVID. We were like just all chilling in the yard every night. And one night we did a little banger, and then some kid brought a bottle, and then he did the same thing when
Oh,
he was
that's
leaving
terrible.
with the bottle.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But I think like you see how Sunday we had everybody over.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think because then the person that hosts just has a million things. It's almost like you give different things to people. Like so, if you brought this, I'm gonna give you that to take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like, that's
are you saying it's okay?
No,
It-
no, I
it's
know what you're
okay to
saying.
take something else that you didn't bring.
Right. Okay.
Like, here's
know
a
what
plate
I'm
for
saying?
lunch tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like let's say like literally we had 50 people for Easter. There's so much food left over. Like what's the person that's gonna host do with all that food?
So you give a to-go plate or
yeah, you start
Tupperware.
like
Yeah.
the Italian Zia start like making mixed plates. Like you know what I mean?
But you have to specify, right? So it's the host who decides
yes.
to give it.
Well, in a perfect household, yes. I don't think
Yes.
it's kind of like that with us. Our family sometimes, I'll take this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it should be the host go and take something.
Yeah,
offering.
yeah.
You shouldn't just go, can I take?
Yeah.
If somebody asks, can I take some of this home? What's your ruling on that?
I mean, yeah,
Are
go
you
ahead.
inviting
do
them
Yeah,
back?
whatever you want.
it's fair. I will judge it a little bit in the back of
Yes.
my head. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, damn, I was
But
gonna.
it's so hard to like manage all these. Like think about look how many desserts. It's like too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, I just think it's a little rude to say, "Hey, can I take some of this home?" You have to be offered.
Yeah.
I think they'll always be like, "Please take some of this." And you
At
go,
the end of the day, we're gonna judge for everything. Whether you
That's-
ask or you
that's
don't,
true.
you're
Yeah.
gonna get judged too.
That's a good point. Yeah,
So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
that's
Very
a good
true.
point. But you probably, with the food, your family probably does it right. You're in the food business.
Yeah.
Family's in the food business.
But sometimes it's a cheat code too.
Yeah.
Because we have the industrial kitchen. You
Right.
show up with the stuff. It's almost like
It's
food you sell.
Right,
helpful.
right.
Like a
Which
lot of
is
people
nice.
judge that too, though. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
you didn't sweat for this. You know?
Right, right. Your
think so?
You
staff
had the
made it.
tuxedo guys make this.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
Back to that point.
Yeah. Did your family work there all day, all night?
My dad did for sure. Crispy, crunchy, savory, and sweet. Order what you want on Uber Eats.
Listen, guys, from now to the end of the year, December 31st, on the Uber Eats app, you go to Anthony and Son Panini shop and you get a nice $25 off.
When you use the code Panini.
You gotta use the code Panini.
Terms apply. See app for details.
That's what my dad said. My grandfather just lived at the restaurant. When you're in the restaurant business, you have to be there all the time.
Yeah. Growing up, did you like always want to be a comedian or?
It's the only thing I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm grateful that I've been able to make a living at it because I'm just not good at anything else. Like I'm really not good at. I have no skills.
What were like other jobs you had?
I worked for my dad at
In
his
the diner?
office. No, my dad was a lawyer.
Oh,
So I just worked reception.
Every Greek's a lawyer too, by the way.
Yeah, it's funny because you'll meet the Greek granddad or dad, and he's like selling hot dogs in the street, and then you ask about his daughter, and he's like, she's in medical school.
Yeah.
That's how immigrants
That's
do it.
amazing, though. No?
Yeah, it is very amazing. It is very amazing. Well, the most ambitious people come here. When you think about all our parents,
true. That's very
think
true.
about our parents and grandparents to leave the comfort of the place you live, your family, and. You got to almost be a little psychopathic with your
great
ambition. Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
It's a great take.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
if
I
you're
mean,
lazy,
the
you don't
sacrifice.
leave. Yeah.
just to, like a diner's not fun. Like
I don't know, 24 hours
and
too.
huge menu,
Yeah.
and it used to all be 24 hours before. Now a lot of diners close early.
I know. It's kind of sad. I don't know what, it's since COVID, I
Yeah.
think it kind of changed things.
Yeah.
It's,
What's your go-to order in a diner if you're going?
listen, dude, you stay on the outer edges of the menu.
Okay.
You're at a diner.
Yeah, because the middle is like the turkey, right?
Or like a filet of sole. You don't get a fish at a diner. You keep it eggs, you keep it burger.
breakfast or paninis.
You get
Yeah.
breakfast, paninis, burgers. You don't go into the middle is for 65 years and older.
Yeah, that's so
Those
true.
are old couples going there.
Fried
and they have dinner.
calamari.
Yeah. Diners are like nightclubs for old people. So when you see an old couple sitting in there not talking to each other, they're there for dinner. You don't go to a diner for dinner. You go to a proper restaurant for
that's
dinner.
funny.
Greeks are going to fucking kill me for this. But you go to a diner when you're hungry, 1 a.m.
He stops doing the Greek comedy and now he's
Now my 90% of the business.
He
no,
hates Greeks. He hates Greeks. He's sitting with Italian. He hates Greeks. He's Italian. He's a devil. He has no Jesus in him. Disrespecting his. It's a restaurant. No, it's a diner. There's a difference. If I can get eggs at 3 a.m, you're not a restaurant. But they come in clutch.
Yeah.
Breakfast they're great. Lunch they're great. I think if you're eating dinner at a diner, you're 80 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Or
so
you
what are
gotta
you
be drunk,
What
too.
are you ordering then?
Burger, patty melt. I see the word deluxe. I'm getting it.
Sign me
And I
up.
like the way they dress that up. It's just fries, but deluxe.
Deluxe.
coleslaw.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Turkey.
Mandatory.
I mean, I like the turkey clubs, like the triple decker turkey clubs.
That's
and
a
With bacon?
That's a fucking home run diner order right there.
mozzarella sticks on the sit down.
Yeah. Well, you're Italian. You can't do that.
I'm the sit down. Yeah,
You'll
that's
go to
true.
hell for that if you get it.
You know, we have. I mean, I'm from here and I moved to Howard Beach. We have a really good diner there.
Yeah?
Cross Bay Diner. You ever heard of it?
Bro,
I've heard
Howard
of it,
Beach
never
got the
been.
best everything, according to you, huh?
Cross Bay
fucking
Diner
guy.
hits. Cross Bay
Yeah.
Diner
24
hits.
hours?
Is your
Not
family
anymore.
hardcore like that about the food? Like, If I ask for cheese, if they give me like a seafood pasta and I'm like, can I get some cheese? Will they kick me out of the house?
But that's like a weird like rule some people follow. We don't really follow that though.
How about if I put pineapple on my pizza? You kicking me out
If
of
you
the house?
put Yannis on top of our pizza,
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yannis could put Yannis on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could, because
I
you
could
know
do it because it's my name.
your name.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gross when people do that, right? It's kind of like
We tried it. It's terrible.
I think they should.
Are there any Greek rules like that? Like don't put the tzatziki on the lamb, or don't put the tzatziki on this?
No, we're not as strict as the Italians, which lets you know the Italians really care about their cuisine, and I respect it. We were at a restaurant once, a really good Italian restaurant, and the guys were from Italy. And my brother got a seafood pasta, and he asked for cheese, and the guy just didn't bring it. The guy said no.
It's crazy.
That was it. He just
But you
didn't
gotta
bring
respect that too.
it. You respect it.
You gotta know, like, okay, they got rules.
Yeah, it's like we just don't do that. We just don't do it.
Have you been to Italy before?
I have.
What part?
I've been to Bari, Brindisi, Rome, and Florence.
See, Bodi's known for like a lot of Greeks.
Yeah, because it's
right across the
Right
water.
across from the water.
right across from the water. Yeah.
And they always get made fun of that they don't speak like good Italian
Is that so?
because it's like so much Greek influence. You know?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys? Where are you from?
We're from Salerno.
Like
close to
around the
Napoli.
Amalfi Coast, around there.
Yeah,
Like an
very
hour.
nice.
Hour
When he
and a
says
half.
around Amalfi Coast, we're an hour and a half away.
Yeah, but just to give
that's
an
the,
idea.
that's the best though about us.
Geographically, it's around there.
Hey, like,
Yeah.
you know the best part of Italy? Close, but not there.
We're kind of in the mountains where nobody's near us for the next 500 miles. but
Yeah.
around
What's number one pizza for you guys in the tri-state?
Oof, that's a good question.
Yeah.
there. Nobody's ever asked us that. It's
What's
just-
this place, Linda Street?
Oh, it's around here. He's
Is
very
it that good?
Yeah,
as
it's
people
good.
say?
It's good. It's unique. It's like it's very Italian, very New York at the same time.
Yeah. DeFaras, you guys?
I never had the real DeFaros.
Yeah.
Same.
There was another one that was open. But yeah, I mean, all those Joe's is great for like a quick slice in the city.
Yeah.
New Park in Howard Beach is amazing.
Howard Beach.
Howard Beach is.
Where do you think he lives, if you had to guess?
Howard Beach?
Yeah. How you doing, Beach?
Yeah.
What's the best place for
Howard
Greek
Beach is
food?
still like Italian, right? No? Russians there now?
I mean, a little of everything.
Chinese?
The Chinese.
They're everywhere.
You know, the Italians
everywhere.
moved to Long Island, you know?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went to the
In
islands.
Connecticut, too. There's a lot going on by you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he lives. What's the best Greek places like
There's
to
some
eat?
good ones. There's some good ones in the city. Milos. I mean, if you want to spend like $400 on a meal,
Yeah, like sit down, nice.
yeah, it's real nice.
Is it
Milos.
hard to get a res over there?
No, not necessarily. It's just
We
expensive.
say we know Yanis. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's all I'm using every time. Now.
Yeah, it's-
yeah. Check the pod that we did with Yanis.
Yeah.
He's on the Mount Rushmore, Greek Americans. You know?
What's the deal with Kima? You know about Kima?
Kima.
That's a vibe, right?
Yeah, Kima
All
in
the
Long
Instagram
Island.
baddies go there.
Yeah, in
On
Long
Thursdays,
Island.
on
Kima.
Thursday, yeah.
It's like but that's Long Island, right? So every restaurant you go into Long Island, you feel like you're / in a nightclub. It's like am I at a sushi restaurant or am I at a
But
nightclub?
Thursday nights at Kima are crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Yeah.
Food's good. I like Kima. But the real ones at Avra. Avra's top for me. I love Avra. There's like 2 locations.
Is there in Queens? Is
No,
there
this is the city.
Okay.
It's
What about
pricey.
when we went to the White House and we went to the Greek spot in D.C.?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
yeah.
spot was sick too.
That was
What
mint.
was the
Do you
name?
remember
Place
the
was
name?
mint.
It was sick, but it was very Greek. But you know, I feel like the Greeks, they make a lot of lobster pasta. Like, you know what I mean? You never had that before there?
Oh, I have, but it's not like a main go-to.
No?
No.
It's like an add-on.
Octopus. I feel like they're big
Octopus.
on
Octopodi is huge. we
Octopodi?
crush octopuses.
What about that spot in Astoria everybody goes to?
Taverna Claudius?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Overrated?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't been there in a while. He's franchised out now, right? He's got one in the city. He's an Albanian guy, like 6'7". For me, it was one of my, like, see, Greeks have like taverna food, so that's like taverna food.
Yeah.
It's a little more home cooking. It's not like fancy.
That's more like for the delivery.
Yeah,
you could
it's-
order that for
It's a
delivery.
little simpler. It's a little
Yeah.
simpler. For me, in my opinion, it was the best spot. I haven't been there in a while, but I loved that spot. I loved it. I would go there all the time. I took all my girlfriends there. My favorite spot was that spot.
Go-to spot.
Yeah, and then there was Stamatis, which as a kid I went to all the time, which was in Astoria. And I think they're still going strong. Those are good ones. Those are two good ones. But I haven't been in a while, so I don't know how he is now.
Yeah.
I don't know. How
Astoria got to be the undefeated best Greek neighborhood, right?
It's Greek. It was Greek. Not anymore.
At
though.
one time.
Yeah, not anymore.
If you still go to like 30th Ave and go have a coffee, like a frappe outside, you're gonna feel it.
You still feel it.
Still
there's certain
feel it.
spots you feel
I
it.
still feel pumped up.
There's a couple towns that have that. Like Chicago has that. Strong Greek town. Montreal has one. Toronto has one, and of course New York, Astoria. There's a couple places that have those like Greek towns.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Little Lilies too have shrunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese. What can you do?
yeah.
Buying everything.
It's just like one. It
It's
just
getting watered down though, you know. Like
creeps.
it's hard. It's hard to like, you know, we had no choice years ago.
yeah.
Now you make money. You go to Long Island. You go to Connecticut. You go to Howard Beach. You know.
Yeah. It's expected.
Yeah.
We're all looking for a better life for our kids.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. A little more land.
So before we start, we're talking about your podcast. You
and
used
Chris-
to have like 100.
Never, no. It was so me and Chris
That's what I thought.
DiStefano have History Hyenas. So we had that for a couple years and we stopped it and we just brought it back. It's been back for like 6 months.
Legendary pod.
Yeah, it's going strong. And then I just do my own Yannis Pappas hour, which is just me solo, and I talk about culture.
You
and
talk monologue, like the whole-
monologue. Just
How
straight.
is that? I feel like that's the toughest thing ever.
It's tough, but I enjoy it. I don't know. It's just it's an outlet for me to like talk about social stuff, political stuff, culture stuff, and just recap the week, news, and what's going on in the world.
So you like have a notes app where you write down what you want, or you just like off the cuff?
I prepare the show, kind of think about it. Me and my producer will just kind of riff on it, so I can kind of build what I'm going to say, and then I just do it. Yeah,
Let it rip.
and that's it.
I give you credit for being able to do that. I mean,
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's a smaller pod. The Yannis Pappas Hour is a smaller pod, but the people who like it. And the History Hyenas is, people really like that one. So,
Yeah.
it's fun to be back. We're having a good time.
Yeah, the
Me and Chris.
dynamic between you two is iconic.
Thank you, man.
I've been
Yeah.
watching that forever.
Yeah.
hey, Chris is the one with more pods. Chris,
Yeah,
has
Chris had a whole bunch. Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes through them.
he loves them.
Yeah, he goes
loves
through 'em.
them.
Yeah,
That's what
he's
I'm
not
saying.
Italian. He's German. He's only like 10% Italian.
No.
But the last name.
Yeah,
is-
he's from
Is he?
Ridgewood. Yeah,
But only 10%?
10% Italian.
Come
He
on.
just got the name. Yeah, the
so
name.
funny.
But he's
I
mostly
met Chris.
German.
Chris is awesome.
He's the best.
You
Yeah.
kind of did a pod with him for like a little
Well,
bit.
he did like a Patreon with Kuj and. We
Oh,
were on
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
It wasn't like a real.
He's fun. He's
pod.
fun. He's another funny dude.
Very.
Yeah,
funny.
we were supposed to have him on.
Yeah, but at one point he did have a lot of pods.
Yeah. I give him credit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's too many. There's that point where it's like, how much can you talk?
Yeah, I
Right?
wish you'd talk.
Would you recommend starting a pod in today's world? I think we have too many pods. In
We
general.
do have too many pods.
Oversaturated.
What
now.
can we do to like form an alliance to tell people stop
Stop
starting
podding.
them?
People pod for anything now.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
need
problem.
like a podcast mafia back to be like, yo,
And maybe this is what
Yeah.
we're meant to do.
yeah, maybe we're meant to do just go there and just take 70%
Shut 'em down?
and put them out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when there's nothing else to do, you light a fucking match, burn it down there.
Listen, you motherfuckers. I told you 6 times.
Paulie, can you do something about this? He's a fucking psychopath. He's a murderer.
I told him 10 times.
You know anything about the restaurant? You know anything about the podcast business? All right, I'll see what we can do. See what we can
I
do.
feel like the notion is that it's easy though.
Yeah.
Podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's available. Everyone can do it. A lot of people have tried it. A lot of people do it. I think eventually what will happen is a lot of people will just stop doing it because
But then new people start.
and then they'll stop. I mean, when you look at the numbers, I think there's only like 2% of podcasts
That do
get
over 10
any
episodes.
significant viewership anyway. So there's a lot of podcasts out there, but people just talk. They might as well just call their friends.
It's just too much entertainment now.
yeah, it's way too much.
Too
entertainment.
much. Between the live streaming, how much can people actually watch in a day?
I think people will get sick of it a little bit and want to get back to talking in person. You know?
Yeah. Like your pod, the monologue,
Mm-hmm.
I make a joke whenever the Europeans send me voice notes. I'm like, this guy just sent me a podcast. Like, you ever get those like 5-minute voice notes?
It's a European thing
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. It's we all got a few friends who do that instead of
I
the
hate
text.
that.
Yeah, they just send you a voice message. You're like, all right, yeah.
Well, podcasting, I think, is going to be just clipping at some point. You're just talking into a mic with a 4K camera for a 60-second clip.
That's
what it's gonna be.
I mean,
Or
a
also
lo-
mainstream media too.
Yeah.
I think that's where most people consume it. I mean,
Yeah.
most people consume everything in short bites.
Right.
So
Like,
You
we
know.
got 1.5 million on TikTok, but on our subscribers, we don't
Yeah, so they're consuming
Crazy.
clips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
one way or the other, they're
It's funny though,
they're
I-
consuming the content, whether it be in clips or not.
Yeah, but they say like, "Oh, watch your pod." Oh, what's your favorite episode? Oh,
Yeah.
you
They're
spoke
like
about
that 160 you and when you
Yeah,
did
the,
that
the,
thing.
the time you had the Greek
Yeah.
guy and he said Feta was better.
Yeah,
yeah.
Remember
What's-
when the
Speaking of which,
the guy missaid Giannis? That part.
Yeah, exactly.
literally, exactly. You know how it is. But you've been in the game way too long to only be recognized for that.
Yeah, stand up. I got a new special coming soon. So too.
There we go.
So that's either gonna
When's
be-
that coming out?
Just wrapped it up. I shot it at in Austin at Joe Rogan's club, and it's
Amazing.
either gonna
Awesome.
it's either gonna be Netflix or YouTube. Which
Did
is
you
Amazing
Did you ever
choices.
have Joe Rogan on, or were you on the show?
I was on a show 6 times, I think.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Life
He's
flex.
jacked, no?
He's jacked. Yeah. He's jacked.
He
yeah.
scares me.
And it's all natural.
He scares me.
He's
He's only like 5'3", no?
He's 5'7" or something.
Yeah, but he's a bull.
Oh, dude, you ever see him kick?
Yeah.
Like, there's been real kickboxers, like actual professional kickboxers that talked about how hard he kicked.
Yeah.
I mean, he kicks. There's videos of him kicking where he bends the bag, like he bends the. He's a little muscle dude.
I saw him work out with Action Bronson. I'm like, I can't believe this guy works out like this.
He's legit can hurt you. Like legit can hurt you.
Yeah.
When he's got like a couple guys that hang around him who are like, oh,
He's Italian.
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna say.
Italian. Yeah, he's Italian. He's a little Italian. Yeah,
He follows us, so I know he's got to be a little Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how you can tell he's Italian. As he's gotten older, he's gotten more and more conservative. He's like, yeah, the Italian's coming out.
He's like the conservative guy.
He's gotten, I think, more a little right. Yeah, I think so.
God
Seems
bless.
that way. But he's a great guy.
Joey.
I mean, he's one of the nicest guys. He's so down to earth. He's like legit. And I'm not just saying that,
Yeah. I mean, I watch his pod all the
He's
time.
just a normal dude.
I like it.
Yeah.
He is the pod guy.
Yeah.
You want to get off those?
Kid's got a couple dollars.
Yeah, he got a couple
Yeah,
of dollars.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody's gonna lead the pod mafia, it would be him, though.
It would be him.
To be fair.
Yeah, we got to get him on the board first. If we're gonna
He's
do
gonna be the
this.
president.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
He would be the president of the Podcasters of America.
Yeah.
So speaking of the clips about Italian food,
Yeah.
we'll do a little Italian food, and then you give me. I'm gonna say a Greek one. You tell me which one you prefer.
Okay.
And if I butcher the name, correct me if I'm wrong.
Greek names are hard.
The first one is ridiculous. What I'm about to read. All right. So we got cannoli or galakteroboriku.
Gala de Burico.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
Yeah, I know it's tough. I probably didn't even say it right, but it's like Gala de Burico. Or cannoli?
Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, the Greeks are going to be watching this.
Well,
That's the problem. So should
Yeah,
I
stand
lie?
on
it's up to you,
business.
pal. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest, though. Cannoli.
That's what I
gotta
like
go
to hear.
cannoli. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
Who doesn't like
Cannoli's
cannoli?
iconic. Yo, how about this one? Leave the Gala de Burico and take the cannoli.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It doesn't have a nice ring to it, you know?
They don't hit the same.
But I love Gala de Burico. I love it. But cannoli, I mean, it's a cannoli.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. If it wasn't in America, I wouldn't know. The only way I would say Gala de Burico is if I wasn't exposed.
Yeah.
If anyone says Gala de Burico, they're
What
lying.
is that anyway?
It's delicious honey. It's great. It's Greek. Everything's got honey. Greek food is either lemon, olive oil, or the dessert's honey. That's all you got to know.
Yeah.
That's
Those
much
are-
healthier than weed.
Those are the staples.
So, bro, saying that like 5 times, you'll be out of breath.
Yeah, and nuts. We like to put nuts in the desserts.
This is a good one. Caprese salad or Greek salad?
I'm gonna go Greek salad. I'm gonna go Greek salad.
Greek salad is cleaner.
Yeah,
than
I like a good.
Yeah.
peasant
You'll pick Greek salad too?
Lately, yeah, because the feta cheese that it gives it
I
that.
like it. But I will give a qualifier. A lot of it depends on how good the tomatoes are.
Yeah.
Like you got
In
if
season. It's gotta
Yeah,
be
if
in
you
season.
get like good Jersey tomatoes, if the tomatoes are good, I think Greek salad's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
But it's also in the caprese, though.
And the feta's got to have oregano on it, olive oil. It's got to be done right. But I'm going Greek salad. To me,
Feta's
that's my favorite
healthier
salad.
too.
Yeah.
With the grape leaf thing? What's that
With
called?
the dolmade, yeah.
Yeah. That's tamale?
Dolmade.
Dolmade.
Dolmadas.
Arancini or rice ball or spanakopita?
Rice ball.
Spanakopita does
Come on,
the
dude.
spinach thing,
spinach,
right?
Yeah, I can't vote against a rice ball.
That gets thrown at you.
Yeah.
Prosciutto or lucanico? What the hell is lucanico?
To be honest, I don't know what is it. A meat?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Prosciutto by default.
I'm not a
by
good
default.
Greek, but yeah, we'll just give it to prosciutto.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Pesto or tzatziki?
Tzatziki, easy.
Tzatziki.
By a mile. Pesto, you can only have small amount. Pesto gets overwhelming. for me. Like I love it. Like for the first 3 bites, then it gets overwhelming.
The only thing with
Tzatziki, I
pesto-
just drink it like a cum on a gay guy. Yeah, fucking, I just keep.
The only
drinking.
thing with pesto is you could put in pasta. You could put pesto on almost anything.
but it's got to be small. It overwhelms. It's an overwhelming.
I think I'm with you on that one for sure.
Tzatziki all day, cuz.
Gosh, that you tried the tzatziki there.
This is another good one. Porchetta or souvlaki?
I'm gonna go souvlaki.
Yeah, it's a little more universal
It's almost the
too.
same thing,
Yeah,
though.
if it's done right. If it's done right.
Cooked slow, you know.
Okay, I'll do the last one and then we got another little thing. Eggplant parm or briam?
Eggplant parm. Come on, dude. I'm
You're Italian,
I'm in
cuz?
New York. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
This is an Italian
I
play
mean,
right
dude,
here.
I'm gonna be disowned by my own family from this fucking
Sorry, you're playing the
podcast.
numbers game. 60 million Italian Americans versus 3
Dude,
million
I'm not
Greek
voting
Americans.
against an eggplant parm. It's just not. I'm not voting against a rice bowl. It's just not happening.
Yeah, fair
I just
enough.
can't. You could ask me anything. You could ask me. Jesus cooked. I'm going rice ball. I don't care who cooked it. A good rice ball. Forget it.
Fair enough.
Good rice bowl, forget it.
Forget it.
Do the overrated, underrated.
Okay. Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated.
Yeah.
Astoria, Queens.
I'm gonna go underrated. Love Astoria.
To this day.
Still a vibe.
Yeah, I think it's still great.
Frappe on 30th Ave.
Yeah, they
hits.
still got the spots. Yeah,
Okay.
it's still there. It's still doing it.
All right.
I think it's actually, I mean, it's gotten less Greek, but it's a great neighborhood. It's like in New York, like go there. There's a lot of great restaurants there.
Okay.
Okay. Greece in August.
Overrated. Too hot, too many
September?
tourists. Better. Yeah, September,
rated.
October, good. May, good. I mean, if you're going in August, dude, just be prepared to look at naked German people. It's not really. It's just fucking fat.
They're spending
naked
money,
German.
though.
They are spending money. A lot of Israelis, Russians. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Too crazy.
All right. Yelling Opa for no reason.
Opa. Yeah, that's the thing. Hispanics and Greeks were the only two cultures that have a word that doesn't have a definition. 'Cause
Wepa?
Wepa and Opa are the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It means like I'm so excited. I want to break my own head. I don't know. Like I want to dance. I want to.
That's so funny.
So what's the question?
Overrated,
Overrated,
underrated.
underrated, perfectly rated.
Fucking perfectly rated.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
I would say
best.
underrated.
Yeah, you gotta do it more, no?
I when I busted up with my wife, I yell Opa. Opa!
Wepa! We have nothing for Opa, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what do you got? You don't got anything.
Nah, we don't got
We don't have anything for Opa.
You got that on us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do.
Yeah.
Listen, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Dude, I appreciate you guys having me. This was a lot of fun. I
The
appreciate
special,
it.
when is it coming out?
Special will be out in May. So it'll
Okay.
either be Netflix or YouTube, which
All right.
I'm happy about either option because YouTube's great to find it. And History Hyenas and the Yannis Pappas Hour, and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Take me to Westchester.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
brother.
guys. Appreciate it.